Let's get back to Gary and Tony. All right, well, guys, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
It's great to be here.
My pleasure. Grab your mic pulled just a little bit closer. There you go.
There you go.
All right. Some background. You guys have tremendous knowledge and actually notoriety in the crypto world. So why don't you give the audience a little background on both of you, and then we'll get down into BitBlockBoom.
Well, Tony has been into crypto since Bitcoin was like $100. So he's been in it a lot longer than me. I've only been in it about a year, but we spent the last year learning, or I have, and now we teach a lot on crypto. We have our shows, Crypto Cousins at Cryptocousins.com, the Crypto Cousins Podcast. We have videos, but basically we teach, and that's our shtick, is trying to teach people how to do crypto.
Now, you guys are a good tag team. Tony, what's your part on that?
Well, I come in and I teach Gary the basics, and then he sits down and learns it, and then the next day he comes back and he's teaching me more stuff.
You guys got a lot of
we're going back and forth with the teaching and the learning.
Yeah, I bet you are a great tag team. Tell everybody how popular you are. I mean, because you got a lot of downloads coming to your podcast, a lot of people that have been on the show. Give us some flavor.
Well, we've had hundreds of thousands of downloads. I mean, we get a lot of downloads on our show. That's our audio podcast, which, like I said, is on everywhere. I mean, Alexa, iTunes, Google, you name it. It's Crypto Cousins Show. Yeah, and iHeartRadio here. But then we also have a new show, 4 Minute Crypto, that comes out every day. And so with that show coming out every day, and it's 4 minutes or less about crypto, we get a lot of downloads because that show comes out every day.
You guys got your marketing together.
Yeah, we do. I don't know if you know this, but I'm in the Podcast Hall of Fame. I've been podcasting forever. So that part I knew right away. So we kind of took my marketing skills there, Tony's knowledge in crypto, put them together. We had a winning, successful combination as soon as we started. We started out at gangbusters as soon as we started. So it worked out real well.
No doubt. All right. BitBlockBoom. What's happening? Who's there? What are you doing?
Well, we decided that we needed a conference. And so an educational conference, not an ICO fest. I mean, there are a lot of people who have ICO fest. So Tony started contacting Bitcoin maximalists. Tony, tell them some of the people we have coming, because this is a true Bitcoin maximalist. If you are a Bitcoin believer, this is your festival to come to.
That's the exciting part for us. We contacted Pierre Richard, and he's in New York, and he's one of the co-founders of the Satoshi Nakamoto Institute.
Okay.
Now, this is an institute where they are collecting Satoshi Nakamoto writings and creating new writings. So there are articles there from Nick Szabo and Daniel Krowitz, who is another co-founder. Daniel wrote and created the term hyper-Bitcoinization. So when you hear that term, that's coming from them. So that's the idea that Bitcoin will take over and overrun any other currency globally. And so that's where the action is. We started with them, and then we ended up, fortunately, a new book was written by Safety Amos called The Bitcoin Standard. Like the gold standard, the Bitcoin standard. And Safety said, well, I'm coming to the U.S. He's in Lebanon. I'm coming to the U.S. for a book tour, and I'm going to be right in Dallas in July. Let's work it out. So he's speaking as well at the conference. So we're going to understand Bitcoin from numerous viewpoints, but the idea of Bitcoin as really the global store of value. That's what these folks are looking at. They see other ICOs as copies of Bitcoin, and the idea that Bitcoin is unique. It'll never be a security because it wasn't created by a founder who's deciding, let's save some coins and boost the value and do an ICO and all kind of stuff that we'll get into at the conference. So Bitcoin is unique in the cryptocurrencies. It's the original. It's where everybody's copying. And again, lucky for us locally, Tour Demester is an economist, number 11 globally of cryptocurrency influencers.
Wow.
So when he writes a newsletter and it goes all over the world, mostly in Europe, he's got a lot of followers in Europe, he was telling his people, buy Bitcoin back when it was 100.
Wow.
So he's very well known as well.
I can tell this is going to be a monumental success. Where is it going to be?
It's going to be right here in Addison at the Renaissance.
Okay.
And we also, and for those who didn't know, when Tony, you were mentioning Satoshi Nakamoto, for those who might not know about the Institute, he's the guy who invented Bitcoin. Exactly. Some people may not know that are listening. So when they're running the Institute and they're putting all his writings on there, they're putting the writings and all the documentation for the guy who invented Bitcoin.
Exactly. And the incredible thing is...
How'd you get that guy to come to Dallas?
Well, we have the connections.
Yeah, he was on
We're
our
the
show.
Crypto
We know a
Cousins.
lot of
Yeah,
people. I
that's what
mean,
happens.
he's
You
a
know,
cousin.
When you have a show, he's a cousin now.
Everybody who's on our show is a cousin. And he's cousin Pierre. So,
Who are you going to try to get on the show where you guys are hosting?
well, we're going to try to get Pierre Richard.
Okay.
He runs that. And what do you think? Maybe Saifedean or?
Saifedean maybe as well if he's not traveling
Yeah.
in Europe. And we may also do a tag team with Michael Goldstein.
Yeah, Michael Goldstein, who is the other person affiliated with the Institute. Tony, make sure and tell everybody the, not meaning to jump on this, but I want to make sure he tells everybody the discount code because we've got a code for your listeners.
Do it.
Yeah.
The code is CEO. And it saves 50% off of whatever the street price is for the conference, which is continually going up every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like a bidding festival going on here?
No, it just goes up every 2
goes
weeks
up every
toward
2
the conference.
weeks.
So it's discounted now, but the price will be regular price when it gets to the date.
Okay, got it.
So as we've given a big discount for early birds,
Right.
and the closer it gets to the retail price.
Well, how much is the retail price?
What is it? What do we have on there? 4?
It just went up to.
No, what is the retail price?
Like at the door?
Yeah.
Oh, at the door it's $5.99.
Yeah.
$5.99 to get
$5.99.
in. You got a 50% discount as of now.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So it's a good discount. So people should take advantage of that.
Yeah, absolutely. What is going to be the takeaway of the BitBlockBoom?
Well, we're going to have a place where we teach everybody to say that 3 times real fast.
I'm out.
Me too. I can't do it either, and I've been saying it for 6 months now.
Okay. All right. So what's the takeaway? What when they leave? What are they going away with?
Basically, you know what happens in the financial markets. There's a lot of FUD. People are saying stuff that's not true.
Right.
And so you have these coins that are like, oh, we're the next best coin. We're the next best coin. You'll know. You'll be able to determine. You'll have criteria to say, oh, this coin is a joke, or that coin is a joke, or these people are saying the blockchain is really important, but where's the proof of work? Without the proof of work, you'll understand what the difference is between proof of stake, proof of work. You'll understand why Bitcoin is different. You'll understand the terminology about why people are mining. You might even decide to go home and buy a miner and build and do some own mining yourself. Like, this is something where you can actually discover things and take home and immediately apply.
This is a teaching fest, not a selling fest.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to get to. When they leave here, they're going to know the difference between a phony and a real deal.
Right.
Exactly.
They're going to understand better about how to use blockchain if they're planning on going down the road with their own ICOs, private and public, right?
Right. And a lot of the festivals we've gone to or conferences we've gone to, you pay to speak in crypto.
Right.
We're not allowing anyone to pay to speak.
Good for you.
This is a conference where you're going to come. No one's paid to get there. We've turned down people who've offered to pay to speak, and we've turned them down. This is not a pay per play. This is an educational event.
How big of an area do you think? I mean, how many people do you think you can fit in this area? What's the capacity?
180.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to
Let's
give them all
give
an
it that, so,
idea.
yeah.
180 people. Okay, we got to close out here now. All right, Gary and Tony, tell everybody how to reach you and how to follow up forward so they can get the discount before going to the conference.
Well, if they just go to BitBlockBoom on there, they'll see .com. They'll see that, and they'll see where they can enter the code at. CEO is the code, and they can get their tickets there. They can contact us. Just go to cryptocousins.com/subscribe. And every contact method there is known to man is on that page.
Perfect. All right, guys, thanks for joining with us on TV, or excuse me, I let the cat out of the bag. I'm CEO Money. All right, you've been listening to the Crypto Cousins, Gary Leland and Tony
Cecala.
Thank you.
Thanks,
for having
Michael.
us.
Hey, thanks for having us.
My pleasure. All right, we'll be right back on the other side of this break with Dennis McMurray as our guest. But before that, Tony Drexel Smith, Blue Moon Advisor for the Private Equity Spotlight.